The next menu option I want to talk about is going to be arrange. We're going to skip format because you need things on the page to really format, but we're going to arrange. Now arrange is handy. You can order, align, distribute, center, rotate, group, and ungroup. When I talk to students and teachers, these programs are made to make designing easy. So if you're not very good at lining things up by your eye, then format is the best thing to do. I'm going to get rid of my guides for right now because they're a little bit distracting. And we're going to post 4 shapes. So we're going to start with 4 squares. And so maybe these could be pictures, they could be different things, and you place them on your page and you know you want 4 of them. I'm going to zoom out here just a little bit more. You want 4 boxes, you know. Oops. All right, here's how arrange works. First, we'll start with order. If you want to layer things, so let's change the color of these so we can know that they're different. Say you want to layer things, but you want the orange, the yellow, and the orange to switch places. Click on the orange, go to arrange, go to order, and you can bring it to front, bring it forward, send it to back, and send back, backward and back. Front and back mean the very, very back, and front means the very front. To do backwards or forwards, that just means you go 1 step. So if you send backward, I'm not going to go all the way to the back. I'm just going to go behind the yellow. And then if I hit back again, I'll go behind the blue. So arrange is great for order, so you can switch the orders of things. The next thing you can do is align objects. In order to align, you can either do an imaginary rectangle and select all of them, or hit Shift and click each one, or you can hit Control and click each one. To align those, you go to Arrange, Align, and you can do all kinds of different alignments. You can go left, which aligns them like that. You can align them to center, which right now they're not centered, since they're already kind of centered. So if you rearrange them and select them all, go to Arrange, Align, Center, it'll center them. If you want to select them all again and you want to align them to the left, arrange, align, or right, it aligns them over to the right. So the best way that works is you've got this box here, and then you're placing these other boxes, and you want them all to line up with box blue. Just click each box, and the furthest box over to the right or the furthest box over to the left is the one it's going to line up with. So since I want to align them to the right, by doing so, they'll all align with the blue. Now, if I do that again, but I want to align them with the yellow, arrange, align, and then left, they'll align all with the yellow. So aligning is really great and it's easy to use. You can also align things top and bottom. So if I stretch these things out a little bit more, you can select all of the boxes, hit arrange, go to align, and you can align them from the top. You can align them from the bottom. You can align them from the middle, which I can't do. Let's do that again. There you go. You can align them from the middle. There you go. So alignment is really handy, but the problem is, how do you perfect the spacing in between all the boxes? Typically, we want the same amount of space in between the boxes. Well, there's a secret to that. I typically like to align first, left or right, and then while they're still selected, you go to distribute. And you can either distribute horizontally, which is across, or vertically, which is we want since we're up and down. Click vertically, and all the spacing between the boxes are perfect. And that way you don't have to mess with all the spacing at all. So that is where arrange is really, really, really handy. Now say you want to keep all 4 boxes, you want to group them as a whole, just go to group. If you want to be fancy, you can hit Control-Alt-G. And then when you group them, now they are one unit. Even when you shrink them, you select them and you shrink them, they even shrink together. How handy is that? So the arrange tool is really, really, really handy. And you can rotate if you'd like. If you want to do more of it easier, rotate 90 degree, you can do that. Typically, I like just take this little nub in here, hold shift and rotate it, and it kind of clicks its way. If you don't hold shift, then it's a much smoother rotate, but I can't guarantee it will be a perfect degree angle. And that is how you use arrange.